Hello everyone. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of our graduates and their family and friends who are joining us today for this momentous occasion. My name is Dermot Kelleher and I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Vice President Health at UBC. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge that I'm speaking to you from the University of British Columbia's Vancouver campus, which is situated on the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of the Musqueam people. I would also like to acknowledge that you are joining us from many places and acknowledge the traditional owners and caretakers of those lands. I would like to offer my deepest congratulations to all of our graduating students. You each have so much to be proud of. This celebration is, of course, much different from what we were hoping for. COVID-19 has changed so many aspects of our daily lives. And while it might look different, it hasn't changed the fact that this is indeed a celebration. It's a time to rejoice in your accomplishments, to celebrate with your peers and colleagues, and to honour the community of faculty, friends and family that has supported you every step of the way. I also encourage you to make time for reflection on all that you have worked for and accomplished in your time at UBC, and how this has prepared you for the next part of your journey, wherever it may take you. On behalf of the entire UBC Faculty of Medicine, I wish you all the best on the road ahead. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
I'm delighted to offer my warmest congratulations today on your graduation. This is a significant accomplishment, and I know I join your professors, your peers, your friends and family in feeling enormously proud of what you've done. I truly wish we could be together in person to celebrate this milestone in your lives, but consider this a virtual handshake, and please accept my personal, very best wishes for a meaningful, happy, and successful future life.
Congratulations, graduates of the class of 2021. I hope you take a moment to recognize that you are the first UBC graduating class to finish your entire final year remotely during a pandemic. This is an amazing accomplishment as you had the perseverance and the drive to complete your degree under challenging circumstances. Know that you are strong and able, ready to face the next challenge that you set for yourself. Tu mest.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of UBC Faculty of Dentistry, I would like to congratulate the class of 2021 on the successful completion of your academic programs under the unprecedented circumstances of the COVID-19 global pandemic. In the final phase of your programs, you saw dramatic changes, moving initially to only online learning with no physical face-to-face instruction, then transitioning this past year to face-to-face preclinical and clinical patient care. Your education has been founded in a committed partnership of excellence with our faculty and staff team members to mitigate the numerous challenges that we have all faced together. In the course of your shared experiences, the class of 2021 has bonded, establishing a deep-rooted connection that will remain for a lifetime. While graduation signifies the end of one chapter in your education, we refer to this time as commencement, or the beginning of a new phase. You now transition to membership in a deeply engaged and committed alumni network with a strong partnership with the Faculty of Dentistry. Again, our sincere congratulations to the class of 2021. We are truly proud of your resilience and the many accomplishments you have made. We look forward to seeing the potential impact you will have on oral health of British Columbia and Canada.
Hello, everyone. Let me offer my sincere congratulations to those of you who are convocating today with a degree in education. This is a special convocation for me, as I'm actually finishing with you. I'm completing 2 terms, 10 years as Dean of the Faculty of Education, and will finish on the 30th of June. So you are my last graduating class at UBC. So I want to wish you particularly warm congratulations and all the best in your future endeavor. I hope that you've benefited from your time with us in the Faculty of Education. And as I say, I wish you all the best in wherever these degrees take you.
Hello, and welcome to your graduation. To each and every member of the class of 2021, I offer you the warmest congratulations on behalf of the Board of Governors. It is truly an honor to be able to address you all, celebrate your achievements, and wish you well as you move toward your future endeavors. Having achieved the accomplishments and completion of your program during a pandemic is nothing short of remarkable, and you and your loved ones should be extremely proud of your accomplishments. You are all excellent examples of resilience, dedication, and perseverance, qualities that the world will need in the years ahead. I understand that the world may be more uncertain than you had expected it to be at the time of your graduation. But you are an outstanding group of graduates, and the skills and knowledge that you take with you from your time here at UBC will serve you and your communities well. We look forward to hearing about all of the outstanding contributions that you will make along your professional and personal journeys as alumni of UBC. Once again, congratulations and well done, class of 2021.
Congratulations to all of the applied science students graduating today. I sincerely hope that you all take some time to reflect on all that you have achieved during your time here at UBC and how this experience has changed you, changed your perspective, and given you agency that will prepare you to have tremendous impact on your community and the world. And I hope that you celebrate this important milestone in your life and your career. It's a joyous occasion and an opportunity for you to give thanks to all of those in your life who have made this possible. It's also a time to reflect on what it means to be graduating at this unique point in history under these circumstances of a global pandemic. The world has changed dramatically. The need to respond to the challenges of climate and equity have never been more apparent. And as we emerge out of this pandemic, that need will only accelerate. I know that resilience, purpose, and a sense of community are forged in adversity. And I know that these are the inherent traits of the class of 2021. The world needs you more than ever. We need your expertise, your innovative ability, your empathy, and your passion to create a thriving people, place, and planet. I wish you all the very best in your future.
Congratulations on your graduation from the Allard School of Law at UBC. While we are unfortunately not able to celebrate together in person, I hope that you will take some time with those closest to you, virtually or in person, to reflect on what you have accomplished and to thank the people who have supported you along the way. It always takes hard work and dedication to bring students to this moment, but you have had to contend with exceptional challenges and have still succeeded. This gives me great confidence that you are ready for whatever new adventures are to come as you enter the legal profession or take the next step in your chosen path. I wish you all the best on this special day.
Congratulations, UBC Science Class of 2021. A virtual graduation ceremony isn't what you envisioned, but gathering online still allows us to celebrate your achievements together. I'm incredibly proud of your perseverance, your resilience, and your determination. More than ever, the world needs people like you, determined, inquisitive, smart, focused on solutions to help us to overcome the challenges that our society faces. So be kind to yourself. Continue to approach the world with compassion, honesty, patience, and integrity. Let's also acknowledge your network of family and friends, individuals who have encouraged you throughout your journey. I know that their support has been vital, and they are celebrating your success with you today. Congratulations, UBC Science is so proud of you.
Congratulations, forestry graduates. Whichever program you're from, you have made a tremendous achievement of getting to where you are today. We really look forward to seeing where you will go in the future. We know that in one of our programs, every single person has managed to get a job, and that augurs well for all of you. Forests and forest products are absolutely central to nature-based solutions to the world's problems. You're right in the middle of that, and I look forward to seeing how you contribute to making it a better world for the rest of us. Good luck.
Congratulations to all of you for completing your program at this extraordinary time in the world. As Dean of the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, I would like to congratulate and welcome you back to the faculty as part of your alumni community, which is a network of more than 6,400 graduates globally. I wish you the very best in your future endeavors, and following the graduation ceremony, you are invited to watch this year's Dean's Reception, which is a celebration for you and will include the presentation of this year's Student and Faculty Awards.
On behalf of everyone in the Faculty of Land and Food Systems, congratulations, you've made it. Today is your day to celebrate. Graduation is an important milestone. It's a testament to your dedication, hard work, and the ability to face challenges head on. Over the last year, you have made great sacrifices, have become resilient, and have acquired skills to make an impact. In the future, many opportunities will present themselves. I hope that you'll seriously consider some. Be positive, be optimistic. I'm excited to see how each of you will demonstrate leadership and make your mark. Reach out to classmates, faculty and staff, as well as family and friends, all those who have supported your journey at UBC. For students in Land and Food Systems, remember LFS will always be your home, so please stay in touch. I have been honored and privileged to be your dean. Again, our congratulations to the class of 2021. Enjoy the moment and the day.
Hello, class of 2021. Today, we celebrate your great efforts and your hard work over these past years, and I want to encourage you to build on the strong connections that you have made along the way. I know that you have all made incredible sacrifices to keep our community healthy and safe, and for that, I am very grateful. I have every confidence that you are ready to demonstrate responsible leadership and meet the unique challenges and opportunities of these times with purpose, vision, and impact. Today is just the beginning of a lifelong connection to the UBC community. As a UBC alum, I hope you will stay involved with UBC through our programs and through networking opportunities. Congratulations on this very special milestone, and may you achieve even greater success in the years ahead.
I want to express my heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates of UBC. But I want to say something special to the graduating students of the Faculty of Arts. Over these last few years here, you've made us so proud, but never more so in this year of COVID-19, when you've had to learn how to study in a new way. You've had to overcome obstacles, focus on your studies, and achieve. There's no group that I'd rather see entering careers and graduate school to help us through the transition from this year than you. I hope you, your friends, and your families have an extraordinary day, and we hope to hear from you in the future. Stay in touch and stay healthy.
Haichka OCM, to all the beautiful graduates of the class of 2021. I wish to share a very warm congratulations to each and every one of you. I wish you well in your endeavors into the future. OCM.
To the graduating class of 2021, UBC and UBCO, thank you for all your hard effort so far.
You have come through a most difficult year, and against all odds, what an accomplishment. Congratulations.
When you hit bumps in life, and you will hit them because we all do, you figure out a way to either get over them, get around them, and continue on your path.
I'm sorry that you're graduating into a very changing and different world. I just wish everyone a very satisfying career as soon as possible.
A lot of us in this generation have done what we could. I feel like you will probably feel when you get older you could have done more. You are going to change this, and you're going to have to help us find a path.
You have great opportunity to solve this problem for human beings.
Take your lessons with you and try to put it to greater good. There's so much opportunity out there to do good. I would just wish you the very best.
For me, this will be an enduring memory of having had the privilege to graduate together with you.
You've worked so hard and you've come through some pretty difficult times. And now you have your whole life ahead of you to help make a difference.
And so it's very important to trust yourself, be confident in yourself, and progress.
What a fantastic achievement you have
realized to get to this day, heartfelt appreciation for what you're doing and what you will do in the future as you go forward.
I wish you all the best and congratulations on your efforts. And I really hope that now you can see that all your hard work paid off.
I wish you luck, which is more important than you know, and tenacity in all of your endeavors.
Great success to all of you. I wish you well, and I hope I see you again sometime soon.
You've done it. You've got it done. Now you have the most exciting part of your life journey is your future.
I wish you great congratulations and lots of fun. Celebrate in a COVID-secure way now. Celebrate properly when you can.
Make our country better. Make our region better. Make our cities and towns better. Lim Lim. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Nancy Hermiston, and I am the University Marshal and a professor in the School of Music, Voice and Opera Divisions at the University of British Columbia. I am so thrilled you could all join us this morning to celebrate the class of 2021 during this special virtual celebration of our congregation ceremony. While we can't gather in person today, we'll bring you one of UBC's time-honored traditions, graduation, over the next 45 minutes. Our president will join us live from the UBC campus. We've invited some of our virtual platform party to send greetings in advance to share with everyone. We are all very excited to celebrate your achievements on this special day. Our ceremony will begin with an Indigenous welcome, followed by our national anthem. We'll hear greetings from community and governing representatives. Our president will address the graduating class. And pay attention, you don't want to miss this photo op he has planned. We've invited an internationally renowned spoken word artist, Shane Koizen, to give a keynote address to the class. And you'll hear from two members of the graduating class. The Chancellor will cover the most important part, the conferral of degrees. And if you missed the photo op the first time, you'll have a second chance with the President towards the very end. Finally, please watch the screen in the minutes that immediately follow this ceremony. The names of the graduating class will scroll by faculty and last name. Following the scrolling names, you will be welcomed to the Alumni UBC community with a virtual reception featuring a performance by Shane Koizen. After the reception, please visit virtualgraduation.ubc.ca to search for your graduate's personalized commemorative video clip and share it proudly using the hashtag UBCGrad. Graduates, you've worked hard to get here, and families and friends, you've worked hard to support your graduates. Please enjoy the ceremony.
Good morning, everyone. Good to see you here. CEM to CAET, Imuk to Shweli, Kushwi to Tanawel, Ciatalatin, to Swallop, Huinamat, Steak, Winashawenel, Kipalano, Hultimalto, Kus Hilokstuff, the Huinas, Emiknetten, Kushwi to Sans Tamukat from Musqueam. Set to something neat to swallow, Hilokstala, to Mukalap, Kushwi to eat, UBC, to need to Tamukat from Musqueam. When I Tenishqualawan, Kunsi Kotsnala, Muk to Shweli, Siea, because Hilokstuff, Pepitstuck, Muk to Talset, because High stuck to Nutamat to Siais Ashland. High Tapewas, Siamnashea, Siasam, High. It's my pleasure to be here to do the land acknowledgement on behalf of the Huntkaminam speaking Musqueam people that UBC is situated on. I'm a descendant of Keopalanach the warrior that was here to greet the first ships to arrive under Captain Narvaez, the Spanish, and Captain George Vancouver, the English. And as our ancestor had done in the past, I do today, and raise my hands in welcome to all of you that are here today to honor the graduates of the class of 2021. And Hai Tep Ewas Siam Nashea Tsiatam Ihiloksta. Hai Tep Kasiam Nashea. Hai. Thank you.
Elder Larry Grant, thank you for those words of welcome. I would like to acknowledge that UBC's Vancouver Point Grey campus is situated on the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of the Musqueam people. I would also like to acknowledge that you are joining us today from many places, near and far, and acknowledge the traditional owners and caretakers of those lands. Before we continue with our program, I'd like to take a moment to honor and remember the 215 children whose remains were found at the grounds of the former Kamloops Indian Residential School last week. UBC grieves with the families, the communities, residential school survivors, and all who mourn. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor these children. We also pause for a moment to give thanks, spiritual and temporal, on this important occasion. We pause to appreciate the blessings that we share and acknowledge these proud students, their families, and friends. Welcome. My name is Santa Ono, and I am the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. Thank you for joining us online for this very special ceremony to celebrate the class of 2021. Wherever you're watching from, I invite you to please stand and join us in the singing of O Canada, led by our University Marshal, Nancy Hermiston, Director of the Opera and Voice Program at the UBC School of Music, and students of the UBC Opera Ensemble, accompanied by members from the UBC School of Music and the Okanagan Symphony Wind Ensemble.
With
Please be seated. I am pleased to begin our program by introducing Her Honor, the Honorable Janet Austin, the Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia, who joins us virtually to address the graduating class.
Honored guests, graduates, families, and friends, I'm joining you today from the traditional territory of the Lekwungen peoples, the Songhees and Esquimalt, whom I thank for the privilege of living and working on these lands. Haichka Siem. It gives me enormous pleasure to join you for today's convocation ceremony. And although we can't gather in person to celebrate your achievements, we're joined together in spirit of camaraderie and resolve that has characterized this past most challenging year. I want to thank everyone in the university community, staff, faculty, alumni, and students for pulling together on this journey. The past year has shown us the best of British Columbia, and I have found inspiration in countless examples of unstinting generosity and compassion that have emerged around the province. People from all walks of life and every part of our province looking out for each other as neighbors, friends, and fellow citizens. These examples show us that when called upon, we can live up to the responsibilities of citizenship and community and pull together to solve common problems. To the graduands, in a world where knowledge is our most important asset, your success is our success, and your future is our future. Of all the knowledge that you've acquired in your studies, this simple bit of wisdom, that more is achieved working together than alone, is perhaps the most important of all. As you leave this institution and embark on the next chapter of your lives, I encourage you to carry this thought with you to help chart a better, kinder, more inclusive future for yourselves and for your community, indeed for all of us. On behalf of all British Columbians, please accept my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for every possible success and happiness as you yourselves define these things. Haichka Siem.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your remarks and for joining us today. It is with great pleasure that I now introduce the Honorable Joyce Murray, Member of Parliament for Vancouver Quadra and Minister of Digital Government.
As the Member of Parliament for Vancouver Quadra, representing the UBC area and the Minister of Digital Government, it's my pleasure to extend heartfelt congratulations on behalf of Prime Minister Trudeau and the Government of Canada to each of the graduates on your momentous achievement. You have earned the right to feel incredibly proud of yourselves. Receiving an education at UBC is a unique and treasured experience. The opportunities you've had here, whether volunteering on the UBC farm, offering AMS services, organizing UBC Rec events, or introducing new students to UBC on their very first Imagine Day, will open many doors for you as you continue to forge your own path. Wherever life takes you, I encourage you to pursue opportunities that are meaningful to you, because that's the best way to make a difference in your communities and the world around you. I also would like to recognize the many dedicated professors, TAs, parents, friends, and more who supported many of you through your schooling. Their hard work helped make your achievements possible. During these extraordinary times, I recognize the many difficulties you may be experiencing and understand that your future plans may have been impacted by COVID-19. As we have been through this past year, our government is here to support you. We'll continue to help offset some of the devastating personal and financial effects this pandemic has had on your lives. And I am confident that you will look back on your UBC years as being a cornerstone of your future contributions in making Canada and the world a better and more sustainable home for humanity and all living communities. I wish you all the best in this next chapter of your lives. Whatever the future may hold, may the knowledge, skills, and relationships you have cultivated in school serve you well on your path
and the memories you have forged last a lifetime.
Thank you, Minister Murray, for your remarks and for joining us today. I'm pleased to now introduce one of our very own UBC alumni, the Honorable Ann Kang, BC Minister of Advanced Education and Skills Training and MLA for Burnaby Deer Lake, to share some words with our graduates.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ann Kang, and it's my privilege to be serving British Columbians as a new Minister of Advanced Education and Skills Training. I'm sending you greetings from the unceded territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations. As a UBC alumni, I am so proud to be one of the first people to congratulate you on your graduation from the University of British Columbia. Congratulating you today on your convocation day brings back a lot of great memories for me. Sure, we are all living in a different world today, and I recognize that COVID-19 has impacted not only your lives, but the lives of everyone around you dramatically over the past year. But this shouldn't take away from the fact that today is about you and your incredible achievement. Your graduation is more than just a piece of paper. It is the end of one journey and the beginning of a new and exciting adventure. You have worked so hard to reach this milestone in your life, and nothing, not even this pandemic, can take that away from you. You are graduating from one of the top universities in Canada. You are now part of this family of changemakers, initiators, and innovators, and I cannot wait to see what you will bring to the table, how you will challenge and change the conversations, and the way you will reshape our future. I want to recognize everyone who has helped you cross the finish line. First and foremost, your family and friends for cheering you on over the years. COVID-19 has just proven to us all of how much you are needed. Your generation is special. It is different as it is going to write the next chapter of our province, our country, and our world. Especially in the current times we live in, a pandemic, defining our new normal, systemic injustice of various forms, and an unstable climate that is changing life as we know it. Times are uncertain indeed, but you have the skill set, knowledge, and above all, the courage to make the change you want to see. You are tomorrow's leaders in many fields, revolutionizing the way we build and live. May you use your skills acquired at UBC to give back to your respective communities and help us build a better BC. As a former elementary school teacher, lifelong learner, woman of color, and a UBC alumni member, empowering people through education is a value I hold close to my heart. And that is why I am so happy to see the progress you've made so far, and I encourage you to keep going strong. Today, we celebrate each one of you for all your dedication and determination to education, especially during this challenging time. Congratulations once again, and good luck, everyone.
Thank you, Minister Kang. Chancellor Point, honored guests, members of the Board of Governors, the Senate, faculty, staff, alumni, and most especially you, the graduates and your families and friends, and everyone joining us online. Welcome to the University of British Columbia's Spring Graduation Ceremony. What an honor it is for me to be with you today, although virtually, to celebrate UBC's newest graduates, the class of 2021. Quel honneur pour moi d'être avec vous aujourd'hui, si virtuellement, pour célébrer le nouveau diplôme de l'UBC, la promotion de 2021. Thinking of our graduating students and their proud families always fills me with joy. This is also a special time for our faculty members as their students successfully complete their years of study. It is a time of joy, a time of celebration, and a time to come together as a community, whether in person or online. Penser à nos étudiants diplômes et à leurs familles nous remplit toujours de fierté. C'est également un moment privilégié pour nos membres du corps professoral, car leurs étudiants terminent avec succès leurs années d'études. C'est une période de joie, une période de célébration et un temps pour se réunir en tant que communauté, que ce soit en personne ou en ligne. Today is a milestone in your life. You've worked hard to get to this point of graduation from the University of British Columbia. There have been moments of joy during your journey to this milestone and moments of challenge. And that is particularly true for all of you as you graduate during this unprecedented pandemic. As you graduate, I ask you to keep close to your heart our university's motto, Tuum Est. On the one hand, it means that the degree that you have earned today is yours. It is yours. And your association with the University of British Columbia will always be yours. But I ask you to remember the other interpretation of our motto. That is, it's up to you. You see, your education and the degree that you possess confers upon you a privilege that, alas, most will never have. The privilege of an education and a key that will grant you access to jobs and to spheres of influence within our society that are not open to all. And with this privilege comes a choice, a very personal one. You can focus on personal success and all that it will bring your way, or you can dedicate your life, your privilege, to serving others. You can dedicate your life to humanity. Now, neither path is right or wrong. Focusing on oneself is not a crime, but I ask you to take this moment and consider dedicating your life to humanity, to a purpose greater and longer lasting than one's own life. To explain why I ask this of you, I ask you to imagine a world where everyone is driven by self-interest. It would be a world that is deeply polarized and where every sense of community we cherish would slip away in front of our very eyes. It would be a world where we could not be confident that our children would be safe without us. It would be a world where difference would not be celebrated, where self-interest would lead to a smaller world, a world defined by insular views and distrust. It would be a world where we would be incapable of coming together to solve the great challenges that we face: food and water insecurity, social justice, and climate change. Our focus on ourselves, perhaps those that are like us, or on parochial interests, would ensure that as a civilization we would succumb to the very threats that together we might otherwise solve. That only together we have any hope of solving. Now would be an appropriate time for you to reflect upon what sort of human being and citizen you wish to be moving forward. I ask you to look deep inside and to think about what defines your own character, the very fabric of who you are. Votre personnage contribuera à façonner la société. Votre caractère contribuera à préserver la liberté, même dont nous jouissons en tant que citoyennes. Votre caractère, encore plus important que votre intellect, aiderait à définir le cours de l'humanité. You see, your decision isn't just about you. Your character will help shape society. Your character will help preserve the very liberties we enjoy as citizens. Your character, even more important than your intellect, will help set the course of humanity. Tu mest. It's up to you, and all the best. Now, if we were gathered together in person, I would have the opportunity to congratulate you on stage, and we would take a photo together. That is an important moment for both of us, and I wanted to be sure we still had that opportunity. Now's our chance. I want you to get your cameras ready, your smartphones ready, because the photo op is coming. In a moment, I'll leave some space next to me, just like we would be standing together on stage. And that's our chance for you to take a selfie of us together, or for your loved ones you're watching with to snap a photo of us together. And don't worry, I'll give you a little bit of time. Ready? Here I go. I'm glad we had that opportunity to take a photo together. And don't worry if you missed it. We will have another chance near the end of the program. I'm pleased to now introduce you to a BC treasure, best known for his award-winning spoken word performances. With his rhythmic verse in high gear, he navigates his audience through social and political territory with furious honesty and tender humanity. He has brought audiences to their feet in New York, London, Sydney, Stockholm, and LA, to just name a few places, and has received 5-star reviews for his performances around the world. He has emerged as a creator of poetry that dares to belong to the people and speak directly to them in their own voice. In 2013, he collaborated with animators to make the viral anti-bullying video To This Day, which has nearly 25 million views. He shines a light into the bleak world behind some of the most incomprehensible acts in our culture and shows the healing power of love. Class of 2021, allow me to introduce you to a truly extraordinary talent who has blown the dust off the traditional designation of poet, accomplished author, performer, and your keynote speaker, Shane Koyczan. Shane?
Patience is when you're supposed to be mad, but choose to understand. That's a quote, but no one knows who said it, which is oddly fitting because no one knew what this year would look like. We only had an idea of what should have been. This last year has required great understanding in dealing with the loss of what was supposed to be. There were supposed to be traditions fulfilled. There were supposed to be more conversations with profs, more opportunities to experience. There were supposed to be quiet spaces where we could retreat from the distractions of home and sit down to do the work. And today, there were supposed to be handshakes. There were supposed to be overly complicated high fives and hugs, both too long and too short. There was supposed to be family and friends. There were supposed to be parents with tears in their eyes in this moment when pride becomes a flood bursting through eyelids like a goddam couldn't hold them back. There were supposed to be little brothers or sisters who maybe couldn't grasp the depth of what was happening, but understood that achievement is inspirational, that we aspire to the great we bear witness to. There was supposed to be congratulations, well wishes, and applause enough to echo in your memory like a canyon of always. We were supposed to be together today. A celebration of the community you all became together, and you are together. Alone together. Some of you alone times two. Left your families, communities, and homes to come here only to feel isolated twice. And for you, there were supposed to be weird-looking hats thrown into the sky. There were supposed to be smiles. And they were supposed to be all for you. This two-dimensional world of windows is not what was supposed to be. Don't let it diminish the parade in your heart. There should be floats and marching bands dedicated to all your get up and go. There should be cotton candy, mini donuts, and stilt walkers, all waving banners that espouse victory. There should be dancers and clowns, unless you're scared of clowns, in which case there should be pies. Miles of pies, all ready and loaded to rub in their faces and remind them that fear bends to determination. The problem with courage is that you don't get it until after you've done what you needed it for in the first place. And you've done it. Took one of the hardest years in human history and spun it into gold. So feel it. Look at everything doubt stole from you and steal it back because it's yours. Today belongs to you. Like tacos belong to Tuesday. Like avocados belong to toast. If you're deathly allergic to any of those things, like EpiPens belong to becoming more available to people. From this point on, the only thing that will stand in front of you more than any closed door, wall, or mountain will be yourself. So just as you have always done, go inward and climb the mountains there. Tunnel underneath doubt like your escape plan was always in the works. Kick in the doors that need kicking, but remember that picking the lock or finding a key is sometimes a better idea. Patience and persistence are valuable teachers, and you don't want to bust into every situation like the Terminator. You know a lot, but not everything. No one does. Welcome to the chaos of nothing is for sure. For lack of a better all-encompassing word that isn't a swear, let's call them things. Things are going to happen. Things are going to come at you. And yes, you may have time to get out of the way, but the things we dodge still end up hitting something. They can still knock something precious off a shelf. They can still break us in ways we don't see coming. So if that ever happens, think of today. Think of the miles behind you already. Steady yourself on what you've just done and let it spur you on to the next thing you do, and do it all. Because life's too short and you're too tall. You giant. You Godzilla, Mothra, King Kong, 50-foot woman. And yes, those are what many would consider monsters, but buildings, mountains, or monuments don't cut it, and today you all deserve roar. For all the everything you've been through and all the more that's next to come, some of what happens next will be harder. Try not to step on people, you titan. Margaret Atwood wrote, "Should is a futile word. It's about what didn't happen. It belongs in a parallel universe. Fitting not only because we know who wrote it, but because we know it's true. You know what today should have been. Tomorrow you get to make for yourself what should be is. Today is exactly what you already know. The finish line is the starting line. Now get up and go."
Thank you, Shane. We are thrilled you'll also be performing at our alumni reception taking place right after the ceremony. The tradition of the grad class gift to the university began in 1926. Since then, each graduating class has chosen a gift to enhance the campus. I now invite two members of the graduating class to announce this year's gift to the university and to share some words with you. Join me in welcoming Laura Yvonne Bulk graduating today with a Doctor of Philosophy in Rehabilitation Sciences, and Delon Chan, graduating today with a Bachelor of Kinesiology degree, to speak to fellow members of their class of 2021.
I know I belong when. My name is Laura Yvonne Bulk, and throughout my time at UBC, I have invited hundreds of people to complete this sentence. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, deans, directors, distinguished members of the faculty, honored guests, family and friends, fellow graduates. How might you complete that sentence? I know I belong when I can be myself, when my way of seeing the world as a blind scholar is embraced as part of our diversity. I know I belong when I can be my silly self. I know I belong when I am part of something important. Here at UBC, I have found myself being part of many things important, doing justice, enacting kindness, and with humility, creating spaces of belonging. I have also been part of some things frivolous and fun and silly. All of our graduates today, from the smallest program to the largest, whether this was your first degree or your third, if you were here for a year or 7, you have been part of something important. And your degree might not even be the most important. I hope that you have also laughed and built a community where you belong. Although I have not got to know all or even most of you, I'm sure that your journey to get here has not been one of ease. I know that mine has not. But being part of a community, we made it through. This did not just happen. I co-created spaces where I and others could belong and therefore flourish. While I wish you a heartfelt congratulations today, I know that whatever path you are walking, rolling, moving along, it is unlikely to be paved with ease, but I'm confident that you can do great things. Your time here at UBC, the fun and frivolous parts, the friendships, the struggles, and the triumph you celebrate today. These have prepared you to follow the next part of your journey. This privilege of learning here at UBC comes with responsibility. And so I encourage each of us to move into the next chapter, finding ways to do justice, to bring kindness, to be humble, and to co-create spaces of belonging for everyone. I would now like to introduce another one of today's graduates who has been part of something important here at UBC. Delon Chan.
Thank you, Laura. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, deans and directors, distinguished members of the faculty, honored guests, family and friends, and fellow graduates. It is an honor to be here today to speak with you all. My name is Delon Chan, and today I am graduating with a Bachelor's of Kinesiology. UBC graduates, congratulations. You all did it. Give yourselves a big hug. It feels like it was just yesterday when I first stepped foot onto this campus for Imagine Day and hearing all the loud UBC cheers. The feelings I experienced that very first day are reminiscent of how I'm feeling today. Excitement, nervousness, and also hopeful about the opportunities for our future. Although we may never have another experience like Imagine Day where Main Mall is literally filled with opportunities waiting for you to sign up for, I hope we all remember that the opportunities don't stop after university. Life is full of possibilities, and I hope you carry that feeling of excitement you had that very first day, because I know you will find your next Imagine Day in whatever form it may be for you if you keep that mindset to continue your learning and growth. I also remember being very proud of being accepted to UBC, and all of you should be very proud of yourselves right now. This is our time, and while it may not feel like a normal graduation ceremony, what really is normal? Life is constantly changing. And sometimes there's resistance to that change, but regardless, change is inevitable. The ones who come out stronger are the ones who embrace unpredictability and change, making each situation their own opportunity. And graduates of 2021, you have already proven yourself to be adaptable to change. We all rose to the challenge of Zoom University and displayed adaptability, resilience, and made this year our year by graduating. And these qualities we've all embraced, I'm sure will take us very far in our journey after university. So while I've already mentioned this isn't a typical graduation ceremony, I was thinking about what traditions a UBC graduation would have that I could replicate here with you all. Saying thank yous, thanking your professors, your family, your support system, pet, laptop. Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much. I love you. Check. Sitting through a very long speech? Check. Although I was only given 3 minutes, so how long was my speech really? Received graduation gifts? Here's a present from me to you. Check. Now it's time to return the favor. Each year, the graduating class at UBC presents a gift to the university. These gifts serve as a memorial to the exiting class, a token of appreciation to the school, and a reflection on time spent as students at UBC. This year's class finished their time at UBC in an unprecedented way, physically apart due to a pandemic. Despite this separation, students persisted and thrived. As a reflection on studying during these unusual times, the AMS is presenting an outdoor space and pavilion for use by all future students as a place of gathering, communal learning, and inclusion. The class has enlisted members of the School of Architecture to assist in the design and construction of a pavilion. It will be built sustainably using novel materials and assemblies and will address comfort and energy efficiency through state-of-the-art heating and cooling techniques. The structure will be erected on the Point Grey campus, providing seating, cover, comfort, and basic infrastructure to accommodate outdoor student gatherings for generations to come. Now, for this last graduation tradition, we all have to do together. Throwing your grad cap in the air. Grab whatever's next to you, whether it be your grad cap, face mask, stuffed animal, anything you have, and just throw in the air with me on a count of 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, UBC graduates of 2021. We all did it.
Thank you to both our student speakers for their inspiring words. My name is Stephen Point, and I am honored to be the Chancellor to the University of British Columbia. It gives me great pleasure to be celebrating with you today, even if the circumstances are not what any of us had hoped for. A few short weeks ago, the Senate of this university met to review the candidates for degrees who have successfully completed their studies and fulfilled the conditions that the university has set for them. Degrees are officially conferred during the meeting of the convocation. For those graduates who join us online today and for all of those who were unable to attend today's ceremony, welcome to the convocation of UBC. Congratulations to each and every one of you. As Chancellor, it has been my great honor and privilege to join you today and to have admitted you to the convocation of UBC. All of you have invested a great deal of determination, focus, and hard work to obtain your degrees. It is also my honor and privilege to welcome you as the newest members of Alumni UBC. You are now part of a global network of more than 370,000 UBC graduates who have lived and worked in 140 countries around the world. As you can imagine, their lives, experience, and careers span every conceivable field of human endeavor. On a personal note, I wish to challenge each and every one of you graduates to think about your future. Around the world, there's a huge energy field. Some call it the Akashic Record. In my view, it's a library. It contains everything that we've done, everything that we've said, everything that we've learned. My challenge to you is this. What are you going to add to that library? What are you going to bring that will help change the world in these very challenging times. Each of you is born with a purpose. Finding that purpose was one of your greatest objectives, I hope, here in university. You've learned how to be self-disciplined. You've learned how to get the job done. You've learned how to be on time. Now you're going to have to learn how to find innovative solutions for global warming. Innovative solutions for food shortages because of the loss of fossil fuels in the future. You're going to have to find innovative ways of changing our justice systems and our healthcare systems. Graduates, perhaps more than any other year, you are facing monumental tasks, and I know that you are up to this challenge. Once again, warmest congratulations to all and very best wishes.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our Chancellor, Stephen Point, for presiding over today's ceremony. Now, before bringing the celebration and ceremony to a close, I want to be sure we have one more opportunity to take a photo together. Earlier, we took a selfie together, and I want to be sure that we got that shot. So let's take one more. Friends, this brings our celebration and ceremony to a close. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. As the ceremony concludes, I invite you to continue the celebration by doing 3 things. Graduates, please watch the screen in the minutes that immediately follow this ceremony. The names of the members of the graduating class will scroll on your screen by faculty and last name. And don't forget, you can pause and rewind if you missed your name and want to get a photo. From there, visit virtualgraduation.ubc.ca to search your personalized commemorative video clip and share it proudly using the hashtag UBCGrad. On this website, you can also read the digital guest book your family and friends have written tributes in. You can download the graduation program that lists your name, visit the UBC bookstore for a new degree frame, and watch a recording of this ceremony at any time. Following the scrolling of graduates' names, our virtual alumni reception will begin. Don't miss this opportunity to start the next chapter of your life with Alumni UBC as one of our newest alumni. Thank you for joining us, all 7,000 of you online with us today. I know that you will join me in congratulating once again the 2021 graduates of the University of British Columbia.
Hi, I'm Barbara. Like you, I'm a proud UBC grad. Welcome to our alumni family. For the next 15 minutes or so, you'll have a chance to meet some of us and more. You might be wondering about this giant QR code over here. I'll tell you about it later, but in the meantime, feel free to scan it. You'll see it a couple more times when you see me again. But first, you know him, you love him. Our very own president, Santa J. Ono.
Hello again, class of 2021, family and friends. We're so glad that you've joined us for UBC Celebrates Together. Today we join together from our living rooms, kitchens, patios, and offices around the globe to celebrate you and your achievements. Your hard work and dedication have brought you to this moment today, transitioning from students to alumni. You may not realize that when you graduate from UBC, you automatically become a member of Alumni UBC. No matter where you go, you will find yourself in the company of amazing people who are making a real difference in the world. Educators, artists, scientists, healthcare workers, business and community leaders, to name just a few, all UBC grads who will be your role models, mentors, colleagues, and friends. Now, I'd like to pass things off to some of them.
Oh, hi. Sorry. You caught me catching up on the latest issue of Trek. It's our magazine that goes out twice a year. As a new grad, you've been added to the mailing list, so look out for it. Now it's time to hear from BC's very own Shane Koizin. He was not only the keynote for the virtual graduation ceremony, but as an encore, he's joining us with a special spoken word performance called How to Be a Person. It's filled with insight, fun, and heartfelt words that are especially fitting for our occasion today. So with that, I give you Shane Koizin.
How to be a person. 1. Find your voice. Know that not all languages contain words. Your voice could be music, it could be dance. It will be what expresses you most sincerely. Your voice is an art. If your heart is broken, make art with the pieces. 2. Remember that you are an artist. Regardless of how constantly the world will try to drive it out of you, or how a real job will try to bury the part of you that communicates your feelings when language fails, you are an artist. Whether it is with food or building robots, you will know your medium the instant you realize how in love you are with what it brings out of you. 3. Apologize. You will not always be right. You will not always be wrong. You will hopefully always be learning. Atonement is a sacrifice of pride. Explanation of why you did what you did or said what you said will not vindicate you. If the cost to heal someone is only your pride, then apologize. And be grateful you received peace at such a bargain. 4. Forgive. Realize that some people are still learning. If forgiveness is not possible, then think of everything you have ever wanted to be forgiven for but weren't. Hold that uneasiness in your mind until you feel your desire for absolution becoming a wish. Realize you can grant this wish for others. If you are waiting for forgiveness, be prepared to wait. Be prepared to stand in the path of time and wither. Respect that forgiveness is difficult. Not all trespasses are equal, and not everyone will heal according to your schedule. 5. Accept that farting is funny. Yeah, not always appropriate, and yes, often unpleasant. But if you cannot laugh, if you are more offended by a fart than by war, famine, political corruption, deforestation, racism, sexism, classism, the wrongfully imprisoned, the treatment of women, the foreclosing on homes while banks' debts are forgiven, if a fart offends you more than any of that, then you are not a person and cannot be helped. Join a cult. 6. Know that love is a vulnerability, but not a weakness. Love is the volunteer in you that raises its hand and steps forward without needing to be rewarded. Love is a currency that functions in reverse because the only way to be wealthy with it is to give more of it away. 7. Don't laugh to fit in. Laughter should be honest. If there is no sincerity in your joy, then your happiness will be a forgery that fools only yourself. 8. Do not fear to be hated, but be cautious toward those inhabited by hate. You will be hated, regardless of who you are, what you say, or what you do. You will be hated for your successes or your failures, for good looks or bad looks, for intelligence or stupidity. Hate is the child of the hater, nurtured by the beliefs it is fed. You often will have no control over what you are hated for. Know that antipathy becomes the master of its owner. Know that if you are going to be hated regardless of who you are, then be fearless enough to be who you want to be. Hate is no more eloquently articulated than in the poetry of the expression, "Not your problem." 9. Try. The tiniest dream that you try to make happen is worth more than the biggest dream you never attempt. 10. Be thankful and continuously in awe of the power you possess. You are alive, inside of an endless cosmos with a freedom that shines brightest in the dark. Choices. Your choices belong to you so intimately that they will never leave you. They, unlike the changing nature of love or the failing machinery of our bodies, will never abandon you to time. Good or bad, they will stay always. An antique that shows the future, who you were and what you stood for. Know that what you choose to stand for is what will inform you of what you've chosen to stand against, so stand. Let each foot crash land into what you believe and plant them there firmly so they may take root in your convictions and stand.
Hello, everyone. I'm Leslie Cormack, the Deputy Vice Chancellor and Principal of UBC Okanagan. On behalf of all of us here at UBC Okanagan, congratulations. We've met a few of our alumni around the world. Now let's see where a few more are joining us from to celebrate the class of 2021.
Congratulations, you have made it.
Hi, it's me again. I hope you've enjoyed your virtual alumni reception. We hope you've had fun and learned more about Alumni UBC, and above all, that you stay connected with us. So what's the best way to do that? It's with the Alumni UBC app. Yeah, that's what the giant QR code is all about. After you download it, it's super easy to register for access to pretty much everything we offer, like deals, instant access to online journals, a direct link to Trek Magazine online, and even monthly contests. Be sure to get it. It's pretty sweet. We'll leave you now with a couple of closing thoughts. But first, some short words from a few of your fellow graduates.
Congratulations, class of 2021. My name is Nick, and I'm so excited to be joining all of you as part of the UBC alumni community with my degree from the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Cannot wait to see all of you in person and do some much needed catching up. With that, cheers.
My first day at UBC seems like yesterday. Diving into university life, new faces, and exploring what I would later deem as the most beautiful campus in the world. Many years gone in the blink of an eye. We are here. Remember the laughter, tears, friendships, a pandemic, and today we graduate. Congratulations, what an achievement. I can't wait to hear what our future holds for us.
Congratulations, everyone. It's an honor to graduate alongside so many wonderful people. And I know that we've all made lifelong connections, get it, kinesiology, that will carry with us in the next chapter of our lives.
It's unreal thinking about how much time has passed since we're storming the Thunderbird Arena for Imagine Day, to painting UBC with memories we never forget, campus traditions we love, homecoming, And now a graduation ceremony we never would have imagined, virtually. Congrats on completing your final lap of undergrad and welcome to Alumni UBC.
Hey UBC graduates, I just wanted to take a moment and wish you a great big congratulations on finishing your degree. I know this year was crazy and probably not what you were expecting, but you really persevered and you did it. And now you're part of the UBC alumni family. I can't wait to connect with you at future alumni events, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations, you did it.
Being from Jamaica, two things are important to me, the beach and community. Never did I think I'd find a university that offered me both. Even though the school is huge, the campus is beautiful, and the people are even better. As a graduate, I'm looking forward to having a piece of that UBC community wherever I go. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Hello, fellow UBC graduates. My name is Arshdeep Purba, and I'm graduating from the Faculty of Science. This journey has been so incredible as we walk out with memories to treasure for the rest of our lives. I'm so excited to join the UBC alumni community with you all. Congratulations, class of 2021. You did it.
Congratulations to my fellow UBC grads. The grad class of 2021 is a resilient one and one that will go down in history. It has been such an honor growing and learning with a community of students such as yourselves, and I can't wait to see what you all do when we join the Alumni UBC family together. Congrats again and see you soon!
I hope you enjoyed today's online celebration. While we're still physically apart, today proves that as a UBC community, we are very much together. I look forward to celebrating with you in person soon. Stay safe, everyone.
Hi, I'm Natalie Cookswicki, Executive Director of Alumni UBC here in Vancouver.
And from the Okanagan campus, I'm Ross Langford, the Board Chair of Alumni UBC.
Please know that no university presidents were injured in the making of this presentation.
Remember our motto, Tuum Est, it's yours. As graduates, UBC is still yours, and through Alumni UBC, it always will be.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.